Well, now that May 7th has come and just gone, what's happening with the Real ID and the NC DMV? Well, with us today is Marty Homan, the NC DMV Communications Manager. So, Marty, there's a lot of folks that are still out there, don't have the Real ID, and they're worried that they're driving illegally. So let's clarify how the Real ID impacts our driving.
Yeah, so you don't actually need a Real ID to drive or vote, to get health care, to fill a prescription, or any of those things. A Real ID is really just for flying or visiting certain federal facilities, but you do not need a Real ID to drive.
Okay, so for the last couple of weeks, we've known that the lines at the DMV have been crazy because everybody and their brother was trying to get in there. Are we still seeing the same kind of long lines?
Yeah, well, we expect demand to be high through the summer. We're always busy this time of year. And so with this implementation date and people wanting to get a Real ID, we are quite busy at most all of our locations. But we really want people to be educated about whether they need it or not. So check to make sure you don't already have it. If you got a star in the upper right of your license or ID, you already have it. If you're not going to fly or visit a federal facility, you really don't need it. Or if you already have a passport or a military card or some other federally recognized identification, again, you don't need it.
Okay, let's talk about appointments and walk-ins because, you know, things have changed. A lot of times people are like, oh yeah, I went to the DMV like 4 years ago. I'm sure the hours are the same and the whole sequence is the same. It's not. So let's talk about the difference in appointments and walk-ins.
Yeah, so we do appointments in the morning. They're booked about 90 days out, but appointments are in the morning from open through the 11 o'clock hour. At noon, we flip over and serve walk-ins only from noon to 5, and that's at every location.
Okay, all the time, no matter what. And if someone wants a appointment, a lot of times it used to be that you would call your local DMV office.
Right.
That is not the case.
Correct. Yes. So all of the appointment scheduling is done online at skiptheline.ncdot.gov. And again, those appointments are booked 90 days out. And we are booked out that far. And most of the state, those appointments are very popular. They go very quickly. They're limited by how many staff we have and how many locations we have. But it's not your only option. You can walk in every day from 12 to 5. We do take walk-ins.
All right, well, speaking of the walk-ins, you can save yourself some time by looking online. Let's talk about how you can use that whole thing that shows you what the wait time is.
Yes, so you can go to our website, which is, you can go to myncdmv.gov. You click on the office locations tab, and it will bring up a map of the offices, and our driver license offices show wait times after noon each day, which is during the walk-in period. That can give you an idea of what kind of wait there might be.
All right, and when you're making an appointment online, sometimes you scroll through, right? And it looks like there's just absolutely nothing available in the state. So kind of walk us through the best use of the online appointment system and when we should be looking.
Yeah, so the new appointments for the 90th day out, so every day at midnight, if that 90th day out is not a Saturday or a Sunday or a holiday, new appointments for all of those locations will drop. And so that's the time to look. If you're waiting until the afternoon to look for an appointment, they're probably already gobbled up. So you want to look just after midnight or very early in the morning. That's when those come available. Any appointments that are canceled or unconfirmed come available right away within 5 minutes, and those kind of go up and down throughout the day. And it's kind of the luck of the draw if you happen to be refreshing the page and see an appointment. So that's how that happens.
I know one of the other tricks that a lot of us have used is that you don't go to the one that's like right next to your house. You can go to one that's the next county over if that one's easier.
Sure. Yeah, you're not limited to the one in your county. You can go to any driver license office in the state or license plate agency if you're doing that side of the business as well on the vehicle side. You're not limited to a county like some states do.
All right, and there's good news. We're going to get a look at the hours for many of our locations here. There's an extra hour with many locations open from 7 until 5. And summer Saturdays, when do they begin?
Yeah, so summer Saturday hours, we're going to start a week earlier. We're starting on May 31st. And so that's a great option for folks. We're also going to be at 20 locations, which is 4 more than we've done before. So it's a great option for people wanting to get a Real ID, or if you got a teen driver that needs to take a test. Or any of those things, or you can't make it, Monday 8 to 5. Saturday is a great option to come and get what you need.
All right, and you heard it here. They're going to start it a week early. So thanks, Marty, for letting us in on that. We appreciate it. Thank you for your time, expertise. Hey, if you missed any of this, this is going to be in the Who Wants to Know section of our website.